Thank you for your patience. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to do a ceremony like this. And so I want to first acknowledge all of the hard work that our counselors, our administration, and our secretarial staff have done for this. So if we could please recognize their work. And of course, we wouldn't be here today if we did not recognize the hard work of our seniors. So if we could give them a round of applause. Thank you. I'm Principal Dennis Anthony, and one of the great pleasures that I'm able to do is to stand here before you today to recognize the accomplishments of our seniors, great and small. Not just over the course of this school year, but for many over a career at Harper Creek, and we're so excited to be able to recognize them today. Seniors, I don't know if you remember, and parents, I don't know if they talked to you, but back in March we had a senior meeting here in the auditorium, and I told them how crazy the month of May would be. And I don't know if they took it to heart then, but I think they would probably understand a little bit about the roller coaster of emotions, the feelings, the thoughts, the stress, and all of the things that go with being a senior. And I'd like to, again, acknowledge this class and say thank you for those that have navigated that as they've navigated their high school career with grace and with excellence. So thank you, seniors. And like for many of them, they did a wonderful job right up until the end, including toilet papering my house. Thank you very much. Juniors, I will be leaving my dogs outside next year all night long, just so you know. Okay. So with that, I'd like to get to what today is all about, and that is recognizing our accomplishments of our seniors. So first up will be our counseling staff, Mrs. Dickman and Mrs. DeMoss, to recognize our seniors receiving scholarships with the last names A through G.
Good morning. I just have to say the seniors taunted Mr. Anthony with those puppy dogs, because then they knocked on my window, and I'm a freaky lover, dog lover, so I like, oh, the puppy dog! So Ms. Shemansky and I are running out, and of course people are following us. They can't come in! So it was very cute. Okay, students also, you students will be receiving, some of you will be receiving multiple awards, so you know we have them in an envelope. So there might be certain times that you'll just come up, we'll shake your hand and give you a hug, okay? So at this time, we have Juliana Adams. And Juliana will be receiving the Michigan State University Pre-College Achievement Scholarship and the Western Michigan University Brown and Gold Scholarship. And the Michigan State University Pre-College Achievement is a 4-H youth while she was in grades 8 through 10 who have participated in a Michigan State University pre-college program. They are eligible to apply for this $2,000 pre-college achievement scholarship. Youth who attend these programs are nominated to apply by their county's Michigan State University Extension 4-H staff. Selection for this scholarship is based on academic ability and potential, demonstration of extracurricular and community service experience, demonstration of leadership, teamwork, ability to overcome obstacles, teacher and program director nominations, and strength of the essay. So we are very proud of Juliana.
All right, next up we have Jared Babcock, who is getting the Paul Nikolic Harper Creek Memorial Scholarship.
We are also going to share a little bit about the scholarship when Tina Kiger comes up.
Okay, next up, Peyton Bailey, who is receiving the University of San Francisco Provost Scholarship. And next up, we have William Bailey, who's receiving the Western Michigan University Bronco Merit Scholarship, the Oakland University Academic Achievement Award, the Oakland University Geographic Regional Award, and the Ann Letuskik Memorial Scholarship. Okay, and then next up, Mason Bauer, and he is receiving the Amy Yeast Tennis Scholarship. Okay, next up we have Chase Bells, who is receiving the University of Michigan Hale Scholarship. And next up, Ella Bleiler, receiving the Central Michigan University Academic Prestige Award. And she's also receiving the Grand Valley State University Award for Excellence, as well as the University of Michigan Andrew Gordon Memorial Scholarship, and as well as the Ann Letuskik Memorial Scholarship. Next up, Jennifer Flowers, who's receiving the Loyola Scholarship, the Valparaiso University Presidential Scholarship, and next up, Madeline Brown, who's receiving the St. Mary's College Morrow Presidential Scholarship, the St. Mary's College Mother Pauline Award, and the Paul Nicolay Harper Creek Memorial Scholarship. And next up, Samuel Busler, who's receiving the Cornerstone University Presidential Scholarship, the Cornerstone University State Award, the Cornerstone University Pastors Scholarship, Dave Smith Memorial Scholarship, Blue Ox Credit Union, and the C. Glenn Walter Scholarship Fund. Meredith Kuhn, who's receiving the Lewis University Soccer Scholarship, and the Brenda L. Hunt and Robert and Eleanor DeVries Scholarship. And next, Ethan Dalick, who is receiving the Hope Alumni Honors Scholarship. Taylor Dellinger is receiving the Tim Harvey State Farm Scholarship, Safe Driving, the Harold and Rita Roos Public Safety Scholarship from the Marshall Community Foundation. And Peyton Escalon is up next. Peyton is receiving the Michigan Student Service Award Scholarship. And next up, we have Shelby Grable, who is receiving the Harper Creek Optimist Essay Scholarship. Okay, Nicholas Brillo Mascara is receiving the Hispanics for Educational Progress Scholarship. Anna Haygood is receiving the Howard College of Business Scholarship, Bronco Merit Scholarship.
Congratulations, students, last names A through G. At this time, we would like to recognize special departmental awards from our students, or for our students. So our staff in each department get together and they select one or a few more students that may represent over the course of their high school career excellence in the particular department. So we'll begin that presentation with Mr. Oakes representing our department.
Hi there. I'm not good with goodbye, so I'm going to cut short and sweet. Outstanding Senior Art Award goes to Cole Hammond. And Ashley Keaton. Up next is Mr. Borders and Mr. Caddis.
Good morning. This year receiving the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association Scholar Instrumentalist Award is Miss Ellie Davis. Receiving the Slocum Scholarship for Service to the Band on behalf of the Harper Band Boosters is Miss Kristen Peruker. And then finally receiving the John Philip Sousa Band Memorial Award is Miss Cassie Simison.
Good morning. For outstanding contributions to the jazz ensemble, the Woody Kerman Award goes to Mason Bauer. In recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz, as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity, the Louis Armstrong Award goes to Chandler William Duff.
Representing vocal music, Mr. Eric Hansen.
Good morning and congratulations on the success of your students. The vocal department, me, would like to award the Outstanding Senior Award to Claire Nickerson and Connor Aldrich. Next is Mr. Rio, up for next award. Thank you.
Sorry I didn't get them in advance. I had to take care of a few other things. Okay, I'll call my whole group at once here. Max Wilcox, Cassie Simison, Julie Adams, Shelby Grable, and Alyssa Martineau. And I'll give them out individually to get up here. First, I give an award for the Senior Computer Award, and this is for students who have taken multiple computer classes, show a lot of interest in computer-related fields, and often play a role in helping other students. So, Max, you can come up here first. And Cassie, you can come up here now. Cassie Simonson. And that was a Senior Computer Award they both got. The next three are all related to my digital video production class and HCTV and other video projects we do here. And first, Julie Adams coming up. And Shelby Grable. And they both have done an excellent job with HCTV and other video projects here. And then the last video awards for Alyssa Martineau, who in addition to helping with video in general, also put together the senior slideshow, which is a really big deal that'll be shown today. So congratulations. Next we got Mrs. Irons coming up for awards. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome. I am Missy Irons and I have 2 DECA awards. First, I would like to recognize Sienna Peterson. She is a first-year DECA student. This year, she was the district champion in travel and tourism, state champion, and international competitor in startup business plan. And every year we also choose an outstanding delegate, senior in DECA, and this year it is Tyler Thomas. He's a 3-year member of DECA. He is the president of our chapter this year. He's a 2-time district champion and a state competitor in entrepreneurship, and this year he attended internationals in Aspire. Next we have Mr. Harmon.
Sorry, I have to make a dramatic entrance. So I'm the head of the drama program here, and every year we lose some exceptional seniors. And so I'm really sad, but yet excited for them to go on to their next step in life. This year, I have 4 seniors who have done a whole lot for the program. And you have to understand that the program's not only in the classroom, but sometimes extends to hundreds and hundreds of hours outside. I had a group of about 40 to 60 students who worked with me about 80 hours a week for the first couple weeks of school, so it was amazing. So my first recipient is Peyton Bailey. Awkward teacher half hug. All right, my next award goes to Madison Hablitz. And I have to admit that Maddie and Peyton have helped me organize a whole lot. This next award is for the only guy, Alec Olson. Although I would have liked more guys. I only got Alec 1 year, but the stuff he did was amazing. And last but not least, I have a student who's probably had my class 462 times. She She's a star. She shows my students the best examples of some of the stuff that I want them to do. And I have to admit too that all of these seniors, we had to push back our tour to the elementary, and every one of them has said that they will come back after they graduate to do this show. That's the dedication that these kids have, and I'm going to miss them so much. And this one goes to Bailey Easy. And now I'd like to turn the podium over to Ms. Rutan for English Language Arts.
Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Rutan and representing for the English department. We have 2 awards tonight. When it comes to the English award, we consider a couple things. First is the dedication and passion for English, and also the students who take it upon themselves to try as many English classes as possible beyond their required English, including classes like AP, creative writing, drama, and reading for enjoyment. So if I could have Claire Nickerson and Ellie Davis come up.
Thank you, staff. We'll now move on to our guest presenters. We will start. Our guest presenters represent organizations and community members who represent scholarships that our students will be receiving from the community and outside organizations. So first up will be our PEO Star Scholarship. Representing them will be Francie Winslow.
I didn't make it into the program, but they were nice enough to fit me in. PEO is one of the largest community-based women's organizations in North America. Our organization provides loans, grants, and scholarships for women through 6 philanthropies. The PEO Star Scholarship recognizes the accomplishments of graduating high school young women planning to pursue post-secondary education. In presenting this $2,500 scholarship, the members of Chapter AB in Battle Creek are pleased to recognize our honoree who demonstrates excellence in leadership, extracurricular activities, community service, academics, and potential for success. Our PEO Star Scholarship is presented this year to Ellie Davis.
Representing our partners across town, the Calhoun Area Career Center, Mrs. Terry Torzinski.
Good morning. On behalf of the Calhoun Area Career Center, I want to be the first to congratulate the class of 2019. You all made it. Congratulations. I'm excited to be here today to honor these seniors who have worked hard at the Calhoun Area Career Center and have earned scholarship money as well as industry credentials. So the very first scholarship that I have to offer today is called the Jim and Betty Cox Scholarship. This is for students who are pursuing a field in manufacturing. We have 2 recipients of this scholarship this year, the first being Zachary Schaefer from Welding Technology Program. I'll take a scholarship, no worries. Next is Nolan Leatherman from the Welding Technology Program. Next up is our Student and Career Services Scholarship. This scholarship is considered work habits, effort level, and attendance, and is for students who are entering college or going to a training site or starting a new job, and they need some specific money for tools or uniforms or any other materials that are critical for their success. Again, we had 2 recipients from Harper Creek with this scholarship, with the first one being Emily Bain from Early Childhood Education. And Nolan Leatherman from Welding Technology. Next up is our Breaking Traditions Award. This is an award that's recognized for high school and college students who have demonstrated success in career and technical education programs that are non-traditional for their gender. So meaning a specific gender that is not as heavily represented in the field. This is a really big scholarship because there were only 4 that were provided in the entire state of Michigan, and Meredith Kuhn from Aviation Technology received this scholarship. Couple industry credentials we want to make sure that we acknowledge today. The first is being the Child Development Associate credential. This is the most widely recognized credential in early childhood education and is a key stepping stone on the path of career advancements in ECE. With this credential, they have to demonstrate a core set of competency standards which guide early care professionals as they work toward becoming qualified teachers of young children. So this is just the start of this young lady's career in working with young ones. So we would like to recognize Madison Foreman from Early Childhood Education. All right, last but not least, 2 more industry credentials, the Certified Nursing Assistant. This was a grueling semester-long class, and the students could not even miss 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute, and every single test they took was completely high stakes. With this credential, they will go on and they can work as Certified Nursing Assistants instantly in a field that has a much need for this with patient care. So first up with this industry credential is Mackenzie O'Brien. And Olivia Woods. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, if I could have Haley Peguero, Shelby Grabo, Madeline Brown, and Meredith Kuhn up here, please. These students are all receiving the Coca-Cola Scholarship. The Harper Creek Coca-Cola Business Partner Scholarship was initiated in 1997 when Principal Dan Warren created a business partnership with the local Coca-Cola company. Each organization contributes matching funds. This year we are giving out 4 $500 scholarships, and the criteria was based on good work habits, attitude, good attendance patterns, leadership qualities, and demonstrate a balance between academic, extracurricular, school leadership, and community participation. So congratulations, girls. I'm going to skip the Julie T. Hazel because my friend and school board member Tina Kiger is going to talk about that. So I would like Morgan Phillips and Nicole Felice to come up, please. Okay. Morgan and Felice, they are receiving the Miss Virginia Winship Scholarship, and this scholarship was created in 1960 following her death through trust under will. This scholarship foundation is in its 59th year and has grown from over $637,000 to over $3.3 million. Scholarships are awarded based on scholastic achievement, character, financial need, and scholarships range from $1,100 to $2,300 per student every year, so it is renewable. So this is an incredible scholarship. So congratulations, Morgan. I could have Sam Bustler and Peyton Espelon please come up. I don't know if you guys know you're receiving this. But these students are receiving the I've Got Your Back Scholarship, and this was created in memory of Isaac Lowrig. Isaac passed away, he was from Marshall. Isaac passed away unexpectedly in 2009 due to complications from the H1N1 flu virus. In life, Isaac had a huge heart, always helping and giving to others, especially those in need. If Isaac knew someone had a need, he would do whatever he could to try and meet it. He had people's back. An example, as a teenager, he gave the shoes right off of his feet to a homeless man. Isaac's family wanted to honor his spirit of giving by creating the foundation. The mission of the foundation is to educate, impact, and inspire hope to youth in need. They created this memorial scholarship to recognize high school seniors who have a similar heart to impact and inspire others. This year, they would like to recognize, again, Sam Bustler and Peyton Espelon for the two students who make a difference in the lives of others. And at this time, if we could have Mrs. Nikki Elder.
I'm here this morning representing the languages in our school, and we are very, very excited that the Michigan Department of Education has started a new recognition for students who are biliterate, meaning they can speak more than one language. We did have 4 students this year at Harper Creek that will be receiving this recognition. They'll have a certificate in their folders as well as a gold stamped seal from the state of Michigan on their diploma. I'm going to call the students up one by one, and I will let you know what languages they're being recognized for. In addition, so we will hoping to continue this program at Harper Creek. These students had to either attend school in another country past the 6th grade, or they had to take a test proving that they were able to be proficient in those languages in reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So this is no easy feat for these students to accomplish. First, in Spanish and English, I would like to recognize Joan Welk. Next, in English and Spanish, I would like to recognize Nico Grillo Mascara. Also in English and Spanish, Hannah Rojas. And lastly, this student obtained a transcript from another country and also was very determined and decided he was going to go for a 3rd language as well. So Russian, German, and English is Ilgis Rolls. And next up, we have Miss Lindsay Peters.
Good morning. I'm here to represent the hospital in Eaton Rapids, just south of Lansing, and it's my honor to give out the Eaton Rapids Medical Center Foundation Scholarship to a senior who will pursue a career in nursing. So in addition to the $1,000 scholarship, the award recipient will be given the opportunity to observe surgical procedures performed at our hospital. And this student has already taken steps to observe surgeries there and shadow in the field. And this has reaffirmed his belief that nursing is his calling, specifically anesthesiology. So the 2019 recipient is Sam Mateer.
up we have, with the Dawn Vade Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Harold Vade.
Good morning. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm going to turn and address the senior class. Congratulations, class of 2019. I know you've heard the stories from your parents, your grandparents, about how easy you had it, how hard it was for them. I'm sure you've heard the story. You know, they had to walk 5 miles to school, barefoot, in the snow, uphill, both ways, right? I'm telling you today, I would not want to trade places with you. You have accomplished a great thing in 1 week, so congratulations on that. Success is what you make of it. I'm going to share a story. 10 years ago, the class of 2009. I'm going to pick out 4 individuals. All were best friends. One went to U of M. One went to Michigan State. 2 did not go to college. The 2 that went to college both graduated with engineering degrees. One in aerospace, one in chemical. One got their master's from MIT. The other got their master's from Purdue. They have accomplished great things. Why do I share this? The 2 that didn't go to college, one is a welder, one is a farmer. They're all 4 successful people. So success is defined by you and nobody else. So always remember that. There are other many graduates from Harper Creek who become doctors, nurses, engineers, teachers, farmers, welders, and counselors. What did all of these people have in common? They had a passion, a deep down, heartfelt passion. I'm going to pick on Miss, she will always be Miss Avery to me, but Miss DeMoss. This young lady has a severe passion for Harper Creek. That is what I ask or challenge you, is to find your passion. Find that passion and live that passion. And I'll quote Winston Churchill, with that passion, do not ever give up. Drive harder, dig deeper, and fulfill that passion. Because you will have many people that will tell you along the way, it's bad, you're dumb, or it's wrong. Just remember, rudeness is a weak person's intimidation of strength. Do not fall victim to that. So with that, always remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Be yourself, because everyone else has already taken it. Life is hard, so don't make life any harder. Live life to the fullest. Follow that passion. How do you do that? Some great advice. Sing like nobody's listening. Dance like nobody's watching. Work like you don't need the money. And love like you've never been hurt. And you will have a successful life. You will come to many forks in the road in your life. Some will be hard, some will be easy. But always remember to listen and follow your heart. It will never lead you down the wrong path. Always remember and tell yourself this every single day, that yes, you are smart, you are strong, and you are beautiful. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise, especially yourself. Some of the greatest feats were accomplished by people that were not smart enough to recognize that they were impossible. So I leave you with this last challenge. Find your passion, find that impossible feat, and make it reality. Again, congratulations, class of 2019. Give yourself a round of applause. And with that, I'd like to award the very first Dawn Day Memorial Scholarship to Ellie Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Vick. Representing Kellogg Community College, Mrs. Teresa Durham.
Good morning. It's a great morning for Harper Creek. It is my pleasure to be here to recognize 25 Harper Creek High School graduates for their academic performance, leadership, and community service demonstrated by their submissions of an application to the Kellogg Community College Foundation's Gold Key, KCC's Board of Trustees, and the KCC Foundation General Scholarship Programs. The Kellogg Community College Foundation Gold Key Scholarships are the college's most prestigious scholarships, recognizing and encouraging outstanding academic and personal achievement. It is awarded to students based on a comprehensive application and interview process by a KCC Foundation appointed committee. Requirements for the Gold Key Scholarship include a minimum 3.5 cumulative grade point average, an SAT score of 1030 or higher, or an ACT score of 22 or higher, a personal statement of achievement, personal goals, community involvement, and demonstrated leadership ability. Gold Key scholars receive $4,500 per year for up to 2 years at KCC to be used for tuition, fees, and/or books, and are admitted to the KCC Honors Program. On behalf of KCC and the KCC Foundation, I'm proud to award 3 Gold Key scholarships this morning. The first one is the Elizabeth H. Binda Gold Key Scholarship to Ellie Davis. The second is the Kim R. Courtright Gold Key Scholarship to Peyton Espelon. And the third is the Melvin H. Doris A. and Fovette E. Dush Gold Key Scholarship to Brendan Halverson. Told Brendan I congratulated him on his Detroit News honor as an outstanding Michigan high school graduate. So cool. The Kellogg Community College Board of Trustees Scholarship is awarded annually to one graduating senior at each of the high schools within the college's taxing district. Recipients are selected by a KCC Foundation appointed committee based on a comprehensive application review process. Students receiving this award must have earned at least a 3.2 cumulative grade point average and must demonstrate leadership and community service. The Trustees Scholarship provides an award of $3,500 each year for up to 2 years for tuition and fees, and students are admitted to the KCC Honors Program. On behalf of KCC and the KCC Foundation, we are truly proud to award this year's Kellogg Community College Board of Trustees Scholarship to Jordan Stasa.
KCC Foundation manages over 160 scholarship and program funds due to the generosity of private donors, KCC employees, and from major fundraisers. In the general scholarship program, student applicants must have a cumulative grade point average of 2.5 or greater and demonstrate academic personal achievement, leadership, community service, and/or financial need. All applications are reviewed by a committee appointed by the foundation. On behalf of KCC and the KCC Foundation, I'm proud to present the following scholarship certificates. The John M. and Amelia J. Burke Memorial Scholarship, the Santo and Maria Zanetti Scholarship, and the KCC Foundation General Scholarship to Sam Bustler. The Robert L. and Lois H. Brenner Memorial Scholarship and the KCC Foundation General Scholarship to Taylor Dellinger. The G. Edward Herring Memorial Scholarship and the KCC Foundation General Scholarship to Gavin McCormick. The Wilder Brown Memorial Scholarship to Alec Olson. The Serial City Sunrise Rotary September 11th Memorial Scholarship and the John J. and Amelia J. Burke Memorial Scholarship to Devin Rainwater. The Public Service Career Scholarship to Isaac Rhodes. The Frank and Elizabeth Zanetti Scholarship, the Franklin E. Kuhn Memorial Scholarship, and the KCC Foundation General Scholarship to Justin Stasa. The Frank and Elizabeth Zanetti Scholarship, the Binda Endowment Fund for the Arts Scholarship, and the John M. and Amelia J. Burke Memorial Scholarship to Cynthia Sumter. Oh, guys, I think I might have messed something up, so I had everybody going, Cynthia, you're right. Justin, I don't know who you have. Oh, there. Now we're back to normal. The Lewis Weimer Family Scholarship and the KCC Foundation General Scholarship to Kelsey Schultz. A Public Service Career Scholarship to Lauren Selby. The Richard and Kelly Scott Business Administration Scholarship to Tyler Thomas. The John J. and Amelia J. Burke Memorial Scholarship to Lindsay Yarger. Now I'd like like to call up and present to Jenna Kohler, Mackenzie O'Brien, and Kylie Radcliffe for the Santa Maria Zanetti Scholarship. And now I'd like to call up Chloe Brown, Corey Gerardo, Kristen Menke, Ilgis Rolls, Gabriela Salas, and Olivia Wood for the KCC Foundation General Scholarship. Congratulations, graduates. Before I leave the stage, I would just like to express my deep gratitude and that of my colleagues at KCC to guidance counselor Stacy DeMoss. In my 5 years leading the KCC Foundation, it has been an honor to read her many passionate, uplifting, and thorough scholarship recommendation letters. Stacy just doesn't write 1 or 2 paragraphs. She writes full pages, sometimes 2. But it gives, yes she does, and she's so good at it. But it gives our committees a better glimpse at the special students that are here at Harper Creek. So, you know, she is the consummate cheerleader, and we are all going to miss her at KCC. So on behalf of KCC and the KCC Foundation, I want to present Stacy a little, what I call our swag, a little fun bag of KCC goodies as a reminder of how much she means to us. Thank you.
Thank you for that. At this time, I'd like us all to stand to recognize and welcome from the U.S. Marine Corps, Sergeant Fleiser.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning, students, parents, staff of Harper Creek High School. My name is Sergeant Fleiser. I am the local Marine Corps recruiter in the Battle Creek area. And first, I would like to thank the staff for allowing me this opportunity. And I would also like to congratulate the class of 2019 on their accomplishments on getting here today. Tonight, I have 2 awards for 2 extraordinary students. The first award is the Distinguished Athlete. To be successful in the Marine Corps, as in life, one must demonstrate strength of mind, body, and spirit. Tonight, it is my privilege to recognize that student athlete who demonstrated those physical attributes that are hallmarks of a Marine: discipline, stamina, intestinal fortitude, and dedication. 4 attributes that have helped the Marines perform incredible feats over the last 237 years. The distinguished athlete from Harper Creek High School is Sam Busler. Sam is an exceptional student athlete. He embodies the Marine Corps motto of exemplifying honor, courage, history, and commitment to his students and Marine service for himself. He is tough, hard-nosed, and one of those famous Marine Battalion mottos: he hits hard, he hits fast, and he hits often. The next award I would like to present is the Scholastic Excellence Award. The Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment are best exemplified in high school by a student that recognizes the fact that to be successful in life, you must be disciplined and dedicated to put forth your best efforts to achieve any goal. This year's recipient is a student who has demonstrated the distinct leadership qualities while achieving superlative academic performance. This year's recipient is Ella Blyler. Ella Blyler will be attending U of M pursuing a degree in pharmaceutical sales. She is a fabulous dancer. She is graceful, tough, gifted academically. Like the Marine Corps motto, always faithful, is exemplified in Ella's life. Once again, thank you, Harper Creek, for having me.
At this time, if you'd please stand to honor and welcome from the U.S. Army, Lieutenant Amanda Denny.
Good morning. I am Lieutenant Amanda Denny, the Gold Bar Recruiter for the Department of Military Science at Michigan State University. Let me begin by saying congrats to the class of 2019. Tonight is a testament to the fact that Harper Creek High School is filled with exceptional young men and women. I am honored to be here on behalf of our department chairperson, Lieutenant Colonel J.C. DeGeorge, to recognize one of these exceptional individuals. Each year, nearly 4,000 students apply for the Army ROTC High School Scholarship. After a year-long competitive application process, the National Board selects about half of the applicants for scholarships. The recipients demonstrate exceptional scholastic, athletic, and leadership abilities. Additionally, each applicant must receive acceptance at an accredited university. We are thrilled that this young man chose Michigan State. This individual clearly demonstrates the motivation and passion to pursue a career in the United States Army, a career full of challenges and rewards. At the Spartan Battalion, we will certainly challenge you physically and mentally as we hone your leadership skills over the next 4 years. And after graduation, when you raise your right hand and take an oath as an officer, I promise it will be one of your most memorable experiences. As a representative for the Department of Military Science at Michigan State University, it is my privilege to present a 3-year Army ROTC scholarship valued in excess of $66,000 to Mason Bauer.
Congratulations, Mason. Representing the Fraternal Order of Police, Mrs. Pam Lasley.
Hi, I'm Deputy Pam Lasley from the Fraternal Order of Police. I work for the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department. We have a scholarship through the Marshall Community Foundation that we started about 5 years ago. That's awarded to a graduating Calhoun County senior, and that is going into law enforcement field. This year, our recipient for 2019 is Taylor Dellinger.
Here to present the Anna Lincoln Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Gary Lincoln.
The scholarship is dedicated to my mother, who was born in Lithuania and came to the United States as a teenager in 1923. She often used the expression, the land of milk and honey, to describe her new country, the United States of America. Students write an essay about discrimination, whether it be done to them, to someone they know, or just write on the subject. The scholarship does not discriminate. Dear fellow immigrants, whether you are first generation, second generation, third generation Americans, we all have an immigrant background. Just think back for a moment to those in your family who first came to America. This is the last speech that a former president of the United States gave as he left office. I'm sure that some of you will recognize this president. Quote, "Since this is the last speech that I will give as president, I think it's fitting to leave one final thought, an observation about a country which I love. It was stated best in a letter I received not long ago. A man wrote me and said, 'You can go to live in France, but you cannot become a Frenchman. You can go to live in Germany or Turkey or Japan, but you cannot become a German, a Turk, or a Japanese. But anyone from any corner of the earth can come to live in America and become an American.' Thanks to each wave of new arrivals to this land of opportunity, we're a nation forever young, forever bursting with energy and new ideas, and always on the cutting edge, always leading the world to do in the next frontier. This quality is vital to our future as a nation. If we ever close the door to new Americans, our leadership in the world would soon be lost." A number of years ago, an American student traveling in Europe took an East German ship across the Baltic Sea. One of the ship's crew members, who was from East Germany, a man in his 60s, struck up a conversation with the American student. After a while, the student asked the man how he had learned such good English. And the man explained that he had once lived in America. He said that for over a year he had worked as a farmer in Oklahoma and California, that he had planted tomatoes and picked melons. It was, the man said, the happiest time of his life. Well, the student, who had seen the awful conditions behind the Iron Curtain, finally blurted out the question, "Well, why did you ever leave?" "I had to," he said. "The war ended." The man had been in America as a German prisoner of war. Now, I don't tell this story to make the case for former POWs. Instead, I tell this story just to remind you of the magical, intoxicating power of America. We may sometimes forget it, but others do not. Even a man from a country at war with the United States, while being held here as a prisoner, could fall in love with us. Those who become American citizens love this country even more. And that's why the Statue of Liberty lifts her lamp to welcome them to the golden door. It is bold men and women yearning for freedom and opportunity who leave their homelands and come to a new country to start their lives over. They believe in the American dream, and over, they make it come true for themselves, for their children, and for others. They give more than they receive. They labor and succeed. And often they are entrepreneurs, but their greatest contribution is more than economic, because they understand in a special way how glorious it is to be an American. They renew our pride and gratitude in the United States of America, the greatest, freest nation in the world, the last best hope of man on earth. That was a speech by President Ronald Reagan from January 1989, just 30 years ago. My mom would be very proud to know that the recipients of her scholarship this year are Sam Bussler, Juliana Adams, and Sam Mateer.
And now moving on, representing the Harper Creek Educational Foundation Scholarship, Mrs. Tina Kiger.
Thank you. I've had to keep accessing my phone because there's some of our endowment funds that still haven't awarded yet, so there's more to come. The Harper Creek Educational Foundation simply is an umbrella for endowment funds held at the Battle Creek Community Foundation that award grants to teachers and programs and scholarships to students specifically for the Harper Creek community. So there's a lot of additional funds that we won't be awarding today because maybe they haven't gotten to awarding level. Our goal is to have to educate the students on how to apply for those scholarships and to increase the community awareness and to also generate funds so that we can continue to help support our students and our teachers in education of our future. I do want to recognize real quick, we have student representatives that sit on our board, and this year's senior representatives that we'll miss dearly, if you would just stand at your seat, please, is Ellie Davis and Ella Blyler. So thank you very much. They help us in directing the future of HCHS. Also, I have a few scholarship descriptions. Not all of the funds that we award actually come with a description. Maybe they were a memorial fund that didn't necessarily have a description. But the first one that we're going to award is the Alan and Dorothy Miller Scholarship, and that is going to go to Ella Blyler. The scholarship was established to honor Mr. Miller and his 37 years of dedication to Harper Creek, where he served as a teacher, counselor, administrator, and Board of Education member and president. Next, we will award the C. Glenn Walter Scholarship. He also served at Harper Creek for over 33 years as a teacher, a junior high school principal, curriculum director, assistant superintendent, and his final years were served as superintendent, and that scholarship goes to Sam Bosler. Next, we have the Carl C. Gabbert Scholarship, and that will go to Mason Bauer, Charles Vaughn, and Lucas Wilkerson. Next, we have the Dave Studer Athletic Wrestling Scholarship. They must be a graduating senior and member of the wrestling team for 3 years and plan on attending a four-year accredited college, and that would be to Justin Staza. The Harper Creek Scholarship is for graduating seniors, and we have 3 recipients, Troy McNeil, Zach Schaefer, and Haley Van Swoder. Next, we have the Kevin Swafford Scholarship. Kevin was a student who tragically passed away, and we have Devin Rainwater and Elgise Rolls. Elgise? Oh, you don't get to get on it. We work too hard, like. Next, we have the Dave Smith Scholarship, Sam Bosler and Faith Hayes. The Paul Nikolic Scholarship, Jared Babcock and Madeline Brown. And Charlie Vaughn, sorry about that. The Ceresco Community Scholarship, Caitlin Halverson. The Krista Ferree Scholarship, Nicole Felice and Carly Nagara Bullen. And last, we have the Julie T. Hazel Scholarship. I do have a description of that. It's for Shelby Grable and Madeline Brown, if you'll come, please. Mr. and Mrs. Hazel, longtime members of our community, have helped thousands of students from sending them to summer camps to post-secondary aspirations. Julie was their daughter who passed away from cancer. We carry on her legacy as Julie was caring to strangers and friends alike. For community and womankind, no matter what the plight, the Julie T. Hazel Norman Scholarship was established to honor the memory of Julie T. Hazel Norman. Throughout her life, Julie served in positions of leadership at school, church, dance, college, career, and community. Again, congratulations, Shelby and Madeline. I want to congratulate all the recipients of Harper Creek Educational Foundation Scholarship, Umbrella Scholarships, and there are a few yet to be awarded, and we appreciate your support in the community, and congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Tina Kaiser. At this time, we'll continue with the scholarship recognition for our seniors with the last names beginning with an H through O. So I turn it back over to Mrs. Tomas and Mrs. Dickman.
We could have, first of all, Esmeralda Cruz. Come up, please. Esmeralda will be receiving the ISP Future Force Scholarship, and the Future Force Scholarship is a 4-year commitment with Western Michigan University. The students began the Future Force experience starting their freshman year and remained in the program through their senior year. The core requirements are satisfactory attendance, volunteering, maintaining a 3.0 grade point average throughout high school, and receiving at least a 950 or higher on the SAT and an 18 or higher on the ACT. During the past 4 years, Esmeralda participated in bi-weekly workshops covering a variety of topics such as time management, assessing, and investigating career options, tutoring, mentoring, SAT workshops, character development, and leadership skills. This scholarship is worth about $40,000, so this is an amazing scholarship for Esmeralda Cruz. Brendan Halverson. Brendan is receiving the Detroit News Against All Odds Scholarship and the Ben Carson Scholarship. Cole is receiving the Grand Valley State University Laker Scholarship. Allison Hartley. Allison is receiving the Marine Sergeant, I believe, James Fry Scholarship. Rachel Kiefer. Rachel is receiving Central Michigan University Academic Excellence Scholarship. Shelby Keeler. Shelby is receiving Albion College Senior Visit Scholarship, Albion College CRES Scholarship, Albion College Commitment Scholarship, and the Albion College Michigan Tuition Scholarship. Nolan Leatherman. Nolan is receiving the Bernice Bryant Lowe Scholarship and the Betty and Jim Cox Scholarship. Carly Magera Pullen. Carly is receiving the University of Michigan Hale Scholarship and the Brunson Battle Creek Medical Scholarship, the Western Michigan University Achievement Scholarship, the Western Michigan University Books for Broncos Scholarship, and the La Quinta Motor Inn Scholarship. Maddie Mates. Maddie is receiving the Books for Broncos Scholarship and the Western Michigan University Academic Scholarship. Josie Martin. Josie is receiving the Adrian College Dean Scholarship. Troy McNeil. Troy McNeil? I was going to hunt him down. Troy is receiving the Michigan Student Service Award Scholarship, the Central Michigan University Academic Excellence Scholarship, the Central Michigan University Residence Life Scholarship, the Rosebud Scholarship, and the Russell and Ruth Mauby Honorary Scholarship. Peyton Monroe. Peyton is receiving the Emily Keenan Soccer Scholarship. Alex Newman. Alex is receiving the Grand Valley State University Laker Scholarship and the Grand Valley State University Freshman Grant Scholarship. Claire Nickerson. Claire is receiving the Albion College Webster Scholarship, the Albion College Choir Scholarship, the Thomas H. Elliott Scholarship. And at this time, if we could have Mrs. Gardner.
Good morning. Today I'm giving the awards for Outstanding Seniors in Journalism. The two recipients of this award have been in yearbook for 3 consecutive years. They take it both semesters. These ladies have fulfilled various roles in the yearbook class, from beginning newbies, as we call them, to section editors, to business managers. They have done everything senior this year, from the senior polls to the senior pictures to senior ads. So this year's recipient of the Outstanding Journalism Awards goes to Stephanie Pritchard and Allison Jackman. Next we have Mr. LeGros with Mathematics.
Good morning. I am Jeff LeGros.
Grow. I'm here to give out our math award. It's a difficult award to get. You have to really be dedicated to learning math. And usually we only give out one award, but this year when we were whittling down our candidates, we just couldn't decide between two specific students. So we're giving out two this year. Ethan Dalick and Elizabeth Wolf coming up. And up next is Miss Tiffany Hurley for National Honor Society.
Okay, so full disclosure, this is my first time doing this, and I'm supposed to hand them a certificate, but I don't know where it is on the table, so I'm just going to keep things going. I am one half of an NHS advising team. For the first NHS award, we have an Outstanding Service Award, which is given to seniors with at least 20 community service hours. This year, the award goes to Peyton Monroe. Performed 20 and a half hours of community service at soccer camps, 2 elementary events, and assisted with the NHS movie night. Congrats, Peyton. The second National Honor Society award is the Outstanding Member Award. Recipients of this award average a 3.5 GPA, have earned a minimum of 20 service hours, 10 of which must be school-related, and have attended 80% of our Honor Society meetings for the year. They've taken at least one AP level class and have the endorsements of 4 teachers. These recipients have gone above and beyond the requirements. They're always looking for opportunities to serve and promote a positive character in those around them. This year's award has 2 recipients, Madeline Brown and Claire Nickerson. And next is Mr. Cedar to present the Phys Ed Award.
Mr. Seedorf's not here at the moment, so we will get back to that when we are able. Representing our robotics team, we have Mr. Tom Beck and Taylor Creech, coaches of the robotics.
This award goes to first robotics students that have participated on the Harper Creek robotics team for outstanding achievement.
The members of the team for the senior class are Cassie Simonson, Connor Aldrich, Grace Smith, Dylan Harris, Joan Welk, and Patrick Rowe. This year we competed in 2 competitions. Both competitions, our robot received the Quality Award for the Best Built Robot, and we, what else did we receive?
We got 3rd place in the Safety Award at Mason High School, and we placed in districts. Our district event, we came in 12th place at Lakeview. Okay.
Hi, I'm Ms. Hawkins. I'm not Mrs. Irwin. We, as a science department, whenever we're asked to do this award, we always look at who's taken both of our AP classes, AP Chemistry and AP Biology, and then one of our electives. This year it was hard because we had 2 seniors who had pretty much taken all of our science classes. The first award we're giving out It's one that I have a personal connection with because I met him on the first day of his career at high school, and immediately he wanted to spend lunch with me and talk to me about astrophysicists, which as a biology teacher is super hard for me to have that conversation, but I went home and did homework. And I'm now a big Neil deGrasse Tyson fan because of him, and he has single-handedly nerdified the science department even more. You guys are all welcome. So our first outstanding science student is to Tommy Pazik. Tommy, I'll find you. Our second award goes to a young man who just has inspired us, and we know he's going on to great things. We know that he is going to solve many diseases in his process, and we're just so thankful that we got to be there for the journey and got to be a small part of the very beginning. So, Brendan Halverson, know that you are a And next up to do the Social Studies Award is Mr. Max Pennock.
Hi, I'm Ms. Shaw, and I'm here with Mr. Pennock today to present the Outstanding Social Studies Student Award. As a department, we look for a student with outstanding achievement, a passion for social studies, and also a student who took on the challenge of taking our advanced classes. This year, our student took on this challenge while continuing to excel academically. Not only that, this student showed great enthusiasm and passion for the content, always wanting to learn more and go above and beyond of what was asked. We're proud to present this year's award to Madeline Brown. Now I'll turn over to Mr. Greenman.
Good morning. So I have the honor today to pass out 2 athletic scholarships. The first one is our David M. McDill Scholarship. The purpose of this scholarship is to honor Dave McDill, former swimming and diving coach, for his contribution and dedication to the Harper Creek Swim Program and to assist one swimmer or diver at a post-secondary institution. I am pleased to announce that the winner for 2019 is Madeline Brown. The second award is our Vern DeYoung Athletic Scholarship. The Vern DeYoung family has established an athletic scholarship for 2 graduating seniors, with the criteria being that the recipients parallel the many philanthropic contributions that Mr. DeYoung made to the Harper Creek community. I'm pleased to announce that the winners are Elizabeth Wolf and Nico Rio. Last but not least is our 4-year varsity letter winner awards. These go to 33 individuals, which is a truly amazing award. So it means that all 4 years of high school, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, they received a varsity letter in 1 or more sports. We have 4 individuals that are receiving a 4-year plaque today in 2 different sports. So we'll begin with competitive cheer. We have 2 individuals receiving their 4-year varsity letters, and they are Josie Martin, who's also receiving it in sideline cheer, and Aaliyah Ramos. In wrestling is Gavin Morrison Jordan Stasa, and Justin Stasa. In boys swimming is Charlie Vaughn, Alex Piper, Jeff McDaniels, and Adam Wilson. In pom-pom is Ella Blyler and Sienna Peterson. In boys tennis is Mason Bauer, Cole Hammock, and Max Wilcox. In boys soccer is Troy McNeil. These two individuals are receiving a 4-year award in both cross country and in track, and they go to Juliana Adams and Danielle Stewart. In volleyball is Faith Hayes. Girls swimming goes to Madeline Brown, Haley Van Scoter, and Elizabeth Wolf. Baseball goes to Sam Busler. In boys track goes to Jake Burnham, Michael Crinion, and also receiving one in cross country is Nico Griot. In softball is Shelby Keeler. And last but not least, in girls soccer, Jennifer Blowers, Alexis Campbell, Meredith Kuhn, Anna Gandy, Peyton Monroe, Haley Pagero, and Morgan Phillips. I also have the honor of giving our physical education awards out. For the outstanding weight training student, it goes to Shelby Grable. And our outstanding physical education student goes to Jarrett Bailey. And now for our 2018 Outstanding Senior, Ms. Scholl.
It's my pleasure to present the Outstanding Senior Award today. Our entire staff was surveyed and asked to select 10 seniors based on their academic achievements athletic and extracurricular participation, and school and community leadership during their entire high school career. All of these students have been and are still excellent representatives of Harper Creek High School. The top 10 seniors as selected by the students are Juliana Adams, Meredith Kuhn, Jennifer Blowers, Madeline Brown, Sam Busler, Ellie Davis, Shelby Grable, Nico Grillo, Brendan Helverson, and Claire Nickerson. It is my pleasure to present this year's Outstanding Senior Award to Juliana Adams.
Congratulations, students. It's only fitting to follow after the staff nominates the top 10 seniors based on their achievements. We also ask the seniors to nominate and then to select their top staff member for the Teacher of the Year Award. So some staff members, receive this after years of service and some after just a few years. Tonight's recipient is receiving it after his first year in the classroom here. So ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Teacher of the Year, Mr. Max Pennock. So Mr. Pennock, we received these votes well over a month ago, and so I had to come up with a way, how do we get Mr. Pennock to be here without him knowing he's receiving the Teacher of the Year Award. So he was all prepared with a speech today. I told him to dress nicely because he thought he was presenting a Senior Service Award today. So we got him pretty good. Yeah. I'd like to just share one thing about Mr. Pennock that I would love our graduates, our soon-to-be graduates to hear, because I think it's an important life lesson. So we had a lot of candidates, a lot of very quality candidates for the social studies position that Mr. Pennock was applying for, and it was very difficult to select the right candidate. When he left his interview, the last thing he said, I don't know if you remember the last thing he said, but I do. He said, I think we were walking out, I was walking out, and he said, I love this position, but if it doesn't work out, I'll be all right. He goes, right now, I think you were working with eavesdrops, making gutters and eavesdrops for the summer. And he said, you know what, I'll be happy doing that, I'll be all right. And students, I want to share that, not as a laughable moment, but this person, we talked about finding success in life, but we rarely talk about finding joy. And what Mr. Pennock does is he brings success and joy to the classroom each and every day. When I heard him say that, I knew that this was the man I wanted to work with. All right, at this time, I have the pleasure of announcing our academic top 10. So these students have achieved academic excellence throughout their 4-year high school career. Each of these students achieved well over a 4.0 grade point average with their weighted grades. So we do not have yet a determined valedictorian. That will be determined based on the finalization of grades, which are due today. But we can recognize our academic top 10. Receiving a 4.1 GPA at this time, Tommy Pazek. .1 GPA, Alexander Newman. A 4.13 grade point average, Morgan Ramsdale. With a 4.15 grade point average, Jeremiah Rose. Also with a 4.15 grade point average, Sienna Peterson. With a 4.16 grade point average, Ethan Dalick. With a 4.17 grade point average, Nicole Felice. With a 4.19 grade point average, Faith Hayes. With a 4.20 grade point average, Charlie Vaughn. With a 4.20 grade point average, Kate Zepka. And presently with a 4.21 grade point average, Ella Blythe. And I can say that these students represent not only academic excellence, but excellence of service and character and leadership. Thank you, students. Academic Top 10. You may be seated, thank you. There used to be a next stage. At this time, I'll turn it back over for the conclusion of our student recognition for last names P through Z to Mrs. Dickman and Mrs. Tomas.
All right, we've got Haley Figueroa getting the American One Credit Union Scholarship and the Blanche Bartrone Scholarship. Sienna Peterson is getting the University of Michigan Hill Scholarship, University of Oklahoma Merit Scholarship, University of Hawaii Merit Scholarship, and the New York University Presidential Scholarship. Morgan Phillips is getting the Grand Valley Federal Pell Grant. She's also getting the Grand Valley Grant, as well as the Grand Valley Freshman Scholarship and the Western Michigan University Achievement Scholarship. Alexander Piper is getting the Calvin College President Scholarship. Kylie Ratcliffe is getting the Berenice Bryant Lowe Scholarship. Caitlin Richards is getting the Lake Superior State University Board of Trustees Academic Honors Scholarship. Nathan Root is getting the Taffy Hernandez Memorial Scholarship. Jeremiah Rose is getting the Lawrence Technological University Marching Band Scholarship and the Lawrence Technological Presidential Scholarship. Maria Sackreiter is getting the Western Michigan University Brown and Gold Scholarship. Zachary Schaefer is getting the Betty and Jim Cox Scholarship. Okay, Danielle Stewart is getting the Ann E. Schwartz Scholarship. Shannon Stroll is getting the Grand Valley State University Award of Excellence Scholarship. Cynthia Sudip is getting the Kellogg Company Tony McGee Scholarship. Carly Weidman is getting the Olivet College Talent Scholarship. Maxwell Wilcox is getting the Amy East Tennis Scholarship. Lucas Wilkerson is getting the MSU Freshman Grant Support Education Opportunity Scholarship and the Student Aid Grant. Abby Williams is getting the Amy East Tennis Scholarship. Elizabeth Wolf is getting the Bethel College Academic Excellence Scholarship as well as the Bethel College Swim Scholarship.
Okay, and we would just like to share that this class in 2019, well over $1 million in scholarship, and some of the committees have not even met yet. So they did an amazing job, and we'd like to just thank you for letting us be a small part of their incredible journey.
At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Ridgway, Harper Creek Community School Superintendent.
What a great morning. I want to congratulate our seniors. I want to thank you as parents. But quite honestly, I wanted to step up to the podium one time because I wanted to recognize, someone that really has given their life and commitment to Harper Creek Community Schools. And I wanted to do this publicly so that everybody could recognize her. When I came to Harper Creek about 4.5 years ago, she was one of the first people to welcome me. And quite honestly, this morning, she was the first person I went to, and I told her, you're my go-to, I have an issue, I've got to get this fixed right now. And I want to thank, on behalf of Harper Creek Community Schools, on behalf of our Board of Education, on behalf of our staff, Mrs. Stacy DeMoss for all of her work. Touched many of you and thousands of students within our school district. Stacy will be missed, and I know that she will be impossible to replace. But please, if you get a chance today during our senior walk, because we also ask our retirees to walk as well, to congratulate her, thank her for her years of service. So I hope you have a great senior walk. Enjoy it, parents, and I'll see you at graduation. Have a great day.
Last minute directions and reminders, please. We are running slightly over, but as most of you know, we have our annual senior walk, which will be just in a few moments. So seniors, you guys will immediately, thank your parents, please, for being here and your families, and then make your way as soon as you can to the cafeteria. That's where we will organize the senior walk. Parents and family members, you're welcome to stay and line the main lobby area to recognize and see your students walk the halls for some, for many the last time through the halls. In just a few